Welcome back to Freedom Friday. Today, November 14, is the anniversary of one of the most significant moments in the civil rights movement. A 6 year old black girl making her way through a gauntlet of hate and abuse to enter the first desegregated primary school in the South, in the city of New Orleans. 65 years ago, November 14, 1960, 6 year old Ruby Bridges became the first black child to integrate William Frantz Elementary School in New Orleans. Surrounded by four federal marshals, she faced angry mobs shouting racial slurs and threats. Norman Rockwell, who had come to be widely accepted as the painter of white America, immortalized this moment in his painting, The Problem We Live With, the problem we all live with. It captures the innocence of a child confronting the ugliness of racism. In portraying Ruby with such quiet dignity, Rockwell invited the nation to see the moral contrast between purity and prejudice, transforming one child's daily walk into an enduring image of American conscience. This was not sentimental America anymore that Rockwell was used to painting. This was the America of conscience. Rockwell was no longer decorating the dream, he was confronting the lie. Unfortunately, the problem we live with is still very much with us. Racism still dictates the attitudes and actions of many people toward people of color. White parents boycotted the school. Ruby was the only student in her class. Protesters waved Confederate flags and even displayed a black doll in a coffin to intimidate her. But despite all this, Ruby never missed a day of school. Ruby's teacher noticed her lips moving one day and questioned her about it. Ruby said she was praying for the people outside. Her prayer? Please, dear God, forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. This 6 year old girl was making atonement for white America. Ruby's prayer was a radical act of compassion during a time of intense racial violence. She prayed daily for her enemies, embodying the biblical call to love your enemies. And this 6 year old black child, chosen for this moment, was endowed with a profound sense of self acceptance. It enabled her to rise above the hatred and vitriol aimed at her and fulfill Dr. King's teaching on the transforming power of love. Her example challenges us to respond to hatred with compassion. An Igbo Nigerian proverb says, if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. It means internalized self-hatred, resentment, or self-conflict is more dangerous than external threats. The strength to love begins with self-love grounded in divine love. This is the most powerful source of resilience against racial or any other kind of hate. Ruby learned to pray from her parents and her church, despite their humble background. Her prayer echoed Jesus' words on the cross, embodying love and forgiveness amid hatred. The Harvard psychiatrist Robert Coles, who interviewed her, was amazed by her grace and her resilience. Ruby's family suffered, of course. Her father lost his job. Her grandparents were forced off their land. Yet Ruby's faith and determination never wavered. Her teacher, Mrs. Robert Henry, was the only adult willing to teach her that year. Ruby has become a lifelong civil rights advocate. She's still at it. Founding the Ruby Bridges Foundation is an image of her website. She continues to speak and to write and inspire new generations to fight racism with the transforming power of love. Her story remains a powerful symbol of courage, faith, and reconciliation. Ruby teaches us that even in the darkest moments, prayer and love can overcome and transform hatred. Her prayer embodies the words of Nelson Mandela as well, when he wrote, "I knew as well as I knew anything that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity." So let her story inspire us to walk boldly toward true justice with compassion and faith. Those who seek to build empires of hate in the name of Christianity have lost touch with the ethic of Jesus, and only actions rooted in the power of his love can resist and overturn them. Jesus' love is a justice-seeking love. It motivates us to act without fear because perfect love, his perfect love, casts out fear. Thanks for joining me with these moments. Remember to like and subscribe to Freedom Friday. Until next time then, may you have the strength to love, the faith that gives victory, and the freedom that sets you free. This is Freedom Friday, where we tell the whole story.